Manchester City against Aston Villa. Both teams, I think, with a lot at stake. Obviously, City with the title. Villa for the top 4 finish. Villa, 6 changes from the weekend. From what I could tell, almost all of them enforced.
Yeah, loads of players missing.
And when I first saw this, I asked myself, wait, is Emery tanking? And then I saw, no, actually, all these people are out. So I wouldn't put it beyond Emery to schedule a loss.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
But this is not what he did. And in fact, in the first half, I thought Villa played reasonably well until that free kick.
Yeah, until the free kick. I mean, they scored a really good goal by John Duran. They were, I thought, threatening on transitions. And even Guardiola after the game said, like, there were too many transitions for them for my liking. We lost the ball in cheap ways, in too many dangerous areas that then led to the transitions. And he was not too happy with that. It's just the second half. And you kind of knew that as soon as the pressure would be stronger from City, maybe score the second goal, and then there will be no way back for them. And it was not bad from Villa. And at times it was very good from City. Maybe not overall, because again, they looked a bit vulnerable in transitions. But it's still a very good win. And to be fair, Olsen made some really good saves. It could have been far more than just 4-1.
Yeah, Olsen, another stand-in, of course. Emi Martinez bowing out. We burying the lead a little bit, but were you surprised that this was a match? And we knew we knew Pep was going to rotate to some degree. He couldn't rotate at the back because he was basically down to 4 fit defenders, counting Rico Lewis. But he chose to leave out Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. Now, looking at the schedule, it makes sense. You have Real Madrid coming up. You're in a title race. You're at home. I still thought it was a pretty big call to make because Villa are not a pushover.
No, I agree. I mean, Villa are not the same away from home than they are at Villa Park. So for sure, that and this season, well, I think since Kevin De Bruyne has come back, clearly this team is, when he's on form, he's very important to this team. So if you take out both Haaland and De Bruyne, arguably they may be your 2 most important players or best players. Okay, Foden is maybe the most informed one, but you would say that De Bruyne and Haaland are your 2 best players, right?
Yeah, well, Jules would say Rodri has got to be. It's a top 3, but
enough.
Of course they're not. But I take your point. So it is a big call to make.
Yeah, massive call.
Especially after Haaland criticized at the weekend for the way he played.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, of course you're going to rotate your wingers because they came on at the weekend, and so at that point, I think, and this takes us to Foden, I want Foden in my lineup. So I'm still going to find a home for Foden. I'm a fan of Foden through the middle. I've said it. I'm not one of those people who thinks he can only play wide. And I think
You can't play wide. I mean, wide is not his position. I don't understand whoever right now would say that he's better wide than centrally.
A lot of people say, but he comes in.
Gareth Southgate did, but we know what Gareth said. Did.
All right. That was a hat trick. Beyond the hat trick, I thought that was pretty emphatic. He's past the 20-goal mark this season. It's not like he plays every minute of every game, which makes it even more impressive, I think. He's right on the cusp of turning that maybe big 3 into a big 4. Would you agree?
But he has to play centrally. It's as simple as that. And we've said it many times before. And if you look at, between the 2 hat tricks, the Brentford one away and the one from last night, the Villa one, if you look at those, just those games, because before KDB was out, so it's not the same analysis. But since KDB has been back, and between those 2 hat tricks, he scored 2 goals against United, and he scores there and there. But the games where he hadn't assisted or scored, when he was playing wide. So either KDB was central and Foden wide, or Alvarez was central and Foden wide, or both Alvarez and De Bruyne started. So the Liverpool game, the other Brentford game, the Chelsea game, the Everton game, he played wide. And of course, he's still a very good player, so he can play wide, but he will never have the same impact, which leads me to the next point. Do you play both De Bruyne and Foden until the end of the season? And you sacrifice Foden wide, because KDB can definitely not play wide. Do you at some point say to KDB, listen, you're great, but you're 32, you're not the future here. He's the future. At some point, whether it's this summer or the following summer, KDB is going to be gone.
I'm a believer in the power of now. And I think now is still Kevin De Bruyne. You don't sacrifice anything.
Well, you
play De
sacrifice
Bruyne
Foden
when he's
wide.
at his best. Well, it's fine. You sacrifice Foden. Foden wide to give you
I'm
more.
not so sure.
You can also think about playing Foden and KDB central in certain situations
You need
as well.
Bernardo there. You can't have.
You can play Bernardo wide. He's done it before, right?
You need Bernardo next to Rodri, especially if you don't have Stones. In the build-up play, you can't have Foden and De Bruyne.